Hey.
Hello, how are you?
Okay, where's Tony?
I'm sorry. I looked away and then all of a sudden it passed me by. So, hello, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you, Tony? How are you today?
Good. I am fine. So let's say good hello to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
What's the deal, my people? You know what it is, Don Tony Teflon. I'm back at you. Another one. This is Lady and Don podcast, the sexiest podcast in the world, covering Lovecraft country. This is the pregame prediction show. What up to all my people out here chilling with Don Tony Teflon, Lady Elmar? Let's go through who I see right now. I see Val, 287. What up to you? What up to Matthew Spuse, watching all the way from Facebook? And again, if you cannot catch it on YouTube, we are also live on Teflon TV on Facebook. Please like that site on Facebook, and so we can get some more files up in there. What up to my brother from another mother? Muhammad is up in the building right here. Black Season 2, 82 was up in the building, rocking with us. What up, what up, what up, what up? As always, the one holding down the Gazette for the design is always the one and only OTDA is up in the building. My man Jack is up in this piece, rocking with us. Tamara Anthony is in the building. Miss T is up in here, rocking with us. You know what I mean? We back up in this piece, man. We doing this. We're gonna get started in a little bit, you know what I mean? But we allow a couple more people to get up in here because it takes a little bit for people to get the notification. Myla loves you and we love you right back. What up for you rocking with us? Anna is in the building with us again. I am so happy to see you, Anna. Thank you for coming back. We all appreciate it. My girl, Kiki, is up in this building rocking with us, the winner of the Thug Mug. And as always, the Thug Mug is in here.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So many people here that, like I said last time, new names that are not new anymore.
Real quick, I gotta do this.
Friends.
SKG Anno, yo, Tony Holla from Denmark up in the building. Any comments on Bill Burr's SNL performance? I do have comments on that, but we'll talk about that later. We can definitely talk about that. But what up, all the way from Denmark? You know what I mean? What up to everybody out there? Yo, raise a glass. We're gonna raise this glass right here. You have a glass to raise?
I do have a glass. I quickly made
raise
something.
Right before. Everybody raise the glass for this last episode of Lovecraft Country.
Yeah.
The season finale is dropping tonight. You know what I mean? Yeah. We gonna get into what we think is gonna happen. So cheers to all y'all in the chat. Cheers to you, LMR.
Cheers, Tony.
All right, this is a
very an echo, or is it just me? I wonder.
I do not hear.
Is there an echo of me?
I don't hear you echo. I don't hear me.
That's a question. Okay.
So I do not hear. I could be loud here. It's quite. I gotta put my glasses on and do all this stuff.
Hey, Linda. Yeah, I'm just checking because I can hear myself and.
You hear yourself now?
Okay. Yeah.
You better now?
It's good now. It's all good. Yep.
It was too
no more echo.
Yeah. Well, we got Shadow Cat Bex in the building.
Hey, Rebecca.
Laser beams coming out. I didn't realize I was a cat. Maybe because I wear my glasses.
I like the purple.
I hate wearing my glasses. I look so terrible in them. Anyway,
you're so silly, Tony. Of course you're not terrible. I love the glasses, and everybody in the chat, and you heard it many times that people love the glasses.
You're just happy saying it because you're my co-host. That's the only reason why.
I never say just because I'm your co-host. But anyway, glasses are good.
Tara B is rocking with us. Keisha 85 is up in the building rocking us. All right, we got people rocking with us. We got enough people to set this off. So I guess we have to go into our regular mode here, right? Because we don't really just stay like this all the time.
It's like too close for my comfort. Like I'm like I can see myself and it's not.
Let me just go here. Whoop, there we go. All right.
There we go.
So now we're back to normal. And what we're gonna do is, we're gonna get predictions and everything else. But what I have so many great comments out here. CJ, what up to you? What up? What up? What up? What up? I'm excited. We have so many great comments from the videos I came out with. So many. We're gonna look at those comments. We're gonna go through everybody's comments. If anyone has something to say, you know what I mean? What you think's going to happen tonight? Put it in. Then we're gonna check it out, and then we at the end, we come back with the after show. We're gonna see who got stuff right, who got stuff wrong. We're gonna see everything else and all that. And I want to stress this is very important too. Even though that this season ends, it does not end for us. I will be putting out content for a long time on Lovecraft, all off season. If y'all know anything about me and you've been around since Game of Thrones, you know I know how to put out content in between.
Yes.
I'm going to put out content all the way through up until next season. So don't worry, don't unsubscribe or anything like that. We gonna get it all right here. All right. D says D is the lady who gave Tick the book from the future with the robotic arm. Now, Black said that. Now, I would agree with you, Black, for real. And I did think that, but the fact that she didn't get that arm amputated makes me wary on that. How do you feel about that, LMO?
I wonder still, because we don't know what's happening currently with her, right? I mean, she kind of is okay. So it's not going to progress or anything, but she is still not up and about and running around. Maybe there is something wrong with the arm. Maybe there will be something to cause the amputation to happen in the future. But, we won't know until we actually see it.
Yeah, she gets the arm amputated. If that arm would have came off right then without a doubt, we know that's her, right? We know. So maybe that's just a little too easy. And maybe that's why they didn't do it that way. You know what I mean? But if the arm would have came off, we definitely know it's her. Now, the problem with that whole situation is we don't know exactly. Now, first we have to realize that he didn't go into, and that's what I kind of stress to people. I want people to really understand what I'm saying. I put this in my last video, and I want people to understand this. He did not go into his reality on his earth, right? When Hippolyta did it, she needed the picture so that she could download their timeline for their earth, and then they went back into time on their earth. She said it's an alternate dimension machine before she did that. So they went off into an alternate dimension. Now, alternate dimension means that things don't happen exactly the same way they happen. All right.
Yeah.
So all that stuff we've seen in that alternate dimension, that he had this book, he has this son, and all these things like that, doesn't mean it's going to play out exactly the same way in this dimension. And that alternate dimension, he died. Right? Christina was successful with her sacrifice. So that doesn't mean, I don't think he's going to die. He's the main character of the show. So that means that things will definitely be aired different. So I want people to realize that. So when we deal with that person with the arm, yes, that could have been D, but that may not be D in this dimension. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in that dimension, her arm got amputated. Maybe it didn't, maybe they weren't able to save it. Maybe Christina didn't do the magic she did to her. But on this one, it could be a little bit different. It could play out a little bit different. So I want everyone to make sure you understand that, you know what I mean, when going into this episode. Don't take that book verbatim. It's a good chance he could have a son, but maybe Letty's got a girl. You know what I mean? That's what alternate dimension. That's things like that be happening all the time and everything else. So great question. We're going to keep getting into this. Jamaican Beauty is in the building. Yeah, man. And she said, first time catching a live. I've been watched the show, and man, listen, I want to know what's up with Ruby. You the Ruby suspect. Ruby suspect. She's suspect. Ruby is suspect. You know what I mean? All right, so let's get it. Since Jamaican Beauty, any beautiful woman, we got to answer for them, of course. So let's talk a little bit about Ruby. What do you think is Ruby's going on with Ruby right now?
She's on the wrong path, I think. Really wrong path. I don't think she's being Christina. At first, I was trying to think, okay, maybe she has her own agenda and she's just hiding something. She's going after her goal. And getting that red hair on a black woman versus a white woman, that's not a goal. She needs to realize that she is perfect the way she is. And I hope this is going to be her end, kind of like end for the season. At least that's just where she's going to end up. And she's going to be done with all this foolishness of trying to get, going, oh, I want red hair. She didn't say anything. She just wanted her sister to be okay. She didn't care if Tick will be okay, if the baby will be okay. Just make sure you don't do anything to my sister. I mean, that's kind of I don't like that. I don't like hearing that. That's her as a person.
Yeah, Ruby is dumb suspect. You know what I mean? And we're gonna talk. But listen, Ruby, I don't know what's going on now. Y'all people tried to give it to me in the comment section of my last video, and I know that there's a lot of people out here who like Ruby. All right, I understand there's a lot of Ruby fans, and listen, I'm a fan. I like big boobs, and I think she's a beautiful woman. So I'm a fan of hers. Believe you me, right? I'm a big fan of her. All right. And I liked her in the sex scenes. A little nutty, but I didn't mind her in the sex scenes. I mean, she took it like a champ. She took it on the steps. That's very hard to do. That hurts your back. You know what I mean? She still did it. So, you know, she did it. Now, when dealing with Ruby, though, everyone in the comment section tried to get at me and tried to say, Teflon, Ruby didn't kill that lady. That lady was already dead. She didn't kill her. Now, listen, she killed her. This is what it is. I know y'all fans, y'all want to look at it like that. She killed this woman. They specifically said that this lady was in a coma. When you're in a coma, that means you're not dead, right? Elamar, is that the definition?
You can just go to somebody. Oh, you can do. Oh, this dude. You don't go to hospitals unplugging people and say, "Oh, they're dead." No.
Exactly.
That's not right.
No, she was dead. And listen, this is the same woman who drove a stiletto heel up the buttocks hole of a man multiple goddamn times.
Multiple times.
Not once. She drove that, and she didn't just like, she did it with no Vaseline. There's no Vaseline.
And no aim either.
No aim, no Vaseline. This was like Felice Johnson was up in your ass. You know, this was like some prison shit. This is worse than prison. This is worse than anything that happened to you in prison.
No, that's just
awful.
She
drove that thing up that man's butthole so far and deep. You know, he's never going to be the same for the rest of his life. And y'all can say she was justified for doing it, or whatever you want. That's fine. But you did it. So let's just know the content of the character of the individual we're talking about when we discuss who she is. All right. Now, seeing her in the beginning, I think she was always thinking that she got the bad rap because she was a black woman living in those times. And then she found this man, William, who happened to be Christina, who I predicted that like right from the jump. From the beginning, first episode, I told everybody that was the case. Go back and check the videos, you'll see it. All right. And she was able to turn her white. Now, I would think her arc would be that, hey, being white isn't all that it's cracked up to be. That I may be black, and it may not be good all the time, but I'm happy being the black person that I am. That's what I would think that her arc would be. But with her saying this whole thing about the redhead, it makes me think that maybe she still want to be a white woman. You know, maybe that is what's going on here. Maybe she's still trying to be a white. The redheaded comment got me a little bit suspect on that. Now we gotta see if she follows through with it. Now people think that she's just doing that just to get in the good graces of Christina. I would say she's already in the good graces of Christina. So I don't think she would have to do that to do that. It's apparent Christina likes having sex with her. All right, it's apparent she likes to do it. But I don't know what Christina. I don't know if we can classify Christina as. I know she was with Ruby. I mean, with William before he died. So you know what I mean. So that was that. Wait a second here. I got to put this up on the screen. We have 100 watching, only 30 likes. Now listen, people, we got to get likes up there.
Cool.
I know that we have these TLC creepers who just like to watch the background and not do nothing. Now, liking the video doesn't cost you a thing. You ain't got to come out your pockets. Now, if you had to come out your pockets to do it, then I ain't gonna hold you. Right? I ain't gonna hold you. I could understand you not doing it. But for the fact that you ain't got to come out your pocket, come on. Show brother some love, man. Show brother some love.
Please show some love.
Susan Little says Ruby is
Yeah.
playing Christina. Yeah, listen, people think that. You know what I mean? We gonna see what it is. Kiki says my girl Ruby is gonna fool all y'all. Be on top. She was on top of William a couple of times.
Oh, that
That's a
one
big
scene,
woman to
I will
hold up.
never forget it.
You gotta have really good, women like that. You gotta have really good stomach muscles. You gotta do your crunches to hold that. You know what I mean? You got
Yeah.
you gotta do crunches because they put their hands down on you and stuff like that and push your chest in. That could be a little bit uncomfortable if you're not built up in the chest in the upper body area.
Oh my goodness.
All right, yeah, we're starting early tonight. It's the last episode. We gotta get it to.
I know. And the scenes with her were really, really hot. Let's just say that minus the gore, and he should have worn protection from all that stuff coming off of her. But yeah, she had some amazing scenes, definitely.
She definitely had. Listen,
Mhm.
listen. She definitely has some of the best scenes of the whole entire
Mhm.
episode. Her episode, Turn Into a White Woman, was kind of one of the best episodes. Listen, all these episodes just about got a 9 for me, but that was one of the top episodes. You know what I mean? That was one of the top episodes going down there and stuff. That really was. You know what I mean? Without a shot of a doubt. And anyone wondering, but yes, my stomach muscles are tight and my chest is good.
You heard him, ladies.
In case y'all wondering, yeah, Miss Troll will fight in all weight classes. Yes, I will, goddammit. That bantamweight and strawweight. I can't mess with you there. You know what I mean? If you're tiny, the dog can't see you. But somebody else will love you. All right. Miss Witch says, this is what we're getting here right now. Miss Witch says, Ruby is hustling Christina in the future goal. She wants to learn magic first. I'm betting Ruby sticking by Boo in the final, good or bad. Now, listen, this is the whole thing with her right now. She says that she wants to learn magic. It's very important for her to learn these spells from Christina. Now, I didn't know what spell that she's talking about. Like, what does she need to learn? Like, because what has she seen about magic to make her think that she needs to learn these spells? Because up until that point when she said that, I think the only magic she's actually seen was someone changing into somebody.
That's a very good question. I mean, what is her goal in general? She just wants to fit in. Maybe it's a power of control, like a magic spell that kind of gives her control of others. I wonder. Because what is her? We know Christina wants, right? She keeps talking about that. She talked about how she changed what she wanted, and now, as far as Ruby is concerned, I wonder what it is that she actually wants. She said she wanted to know how it is to be white. But in her understanding, being white is having maybe an upper hand over other people. So maybe she's not after being white, but she's after some of the qualities that or some benefit.
Yeah, it's all about the benefit, no doubt. Now, C. Harvey says the police scene. That scene came after, right? So there's 2 cop scenes dealing with Ruby. Both happened at the house, right? She's seen when Lancaster and them came there and everything else, when he wasn't able to enter the building or anything like that, right? That's when she's seen magic. But all the other stuff before that, she didn't see anything before that. When she said that comment, she hadn't seen all that. So it's a different situation there. She hasn't really seen any type of magic up until, except for change. Now, maybe that's all you need to see. Maybe you say, hey, if you could do this, you must be able to do a whole lot of different everything else. You know what I mean? So maybe that's the case, and if that's the case, I could understand that. You know what I mean? But we'll see what it is. We got some predictions here. We got Lady T says Ruby's gonna change into Christina. That would be now. In order to do this, from what we've seen in the show, it takes the blood of the person. Now, people keep saying that the person has to be in a dead state. I do not believe that whatsoever. I think there was a reason why they had them on life support, because I don't think that the dead blood works.
Yeah.
I think you have to have some type of life or something still in your body. Some way your blood has to be some fresh somehow in order for it to work. So she would have to somehow slip Christina's blood out of her. It would be hard for me to see how she could do it. Do you think that's a possibility? I mean, it's a possibility. Do you think it's a possibility that Ruby
I
somehow changes into Christina?
I'm still thinking about how they're being kind of similar to Doctor Who, where somebody while they are in coma, their mind kind of is already gone. So it's only a vessel. There's no soul in it, so-called soul in it. So either if you try to take somebody's body, you might as well kind of like it's a danger maybe that you will take away their soul at the same time because you're taking control over their body. So I wonder how it's going to play out with that. If by taking, I mean, technically you can wound somebody, right? You can cut them, or just not for they don't have to be aware that you're taking their blood. It may be for a test, right? A doctor's office take your blood. So then it's not. It cannot be that easy, that simple. I think there has to be more to it. Like by taking somebody's blood, you're not just making a copy of them, you're taking over them in a way. Like there cannot be two, like I guess two souls moving around with the same body in a way, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know how she would get it. It's just not like
Yeah.
it's not, she's sleeping, you're gonna take it from her.
Mhm.
It'd be hard for me to see her get, and we don't know exactly how much blood you need. And when it comes to these potions that seem like magic, it more likely seems like chemistry to me. I mean, she may put a spell on it, but the vials and everything, the way it's being extracted is science, the way she's doing that. So it's hard for me to see how she would get Christina's blood, but I could understand why you would think that. But I don't know about that one. We'll see if that goes down. And I will definitely take a look at that now. Gian Andrew says, let's not forget that the department store manager has a vial of the blood. He may come after Ruby. Now, does he have a vial of the blood, the department store? Now I know that she left it in the store. Did she leave it in the store? And would he think that to drink it?
I thought that she actually.
I don't know if she
at the store. At the store, I don't remember her leaving that at the store.
Did she drop it at the store?
Vial of blood. Yeah. No, she left it at the office, right? By the chair. It kind of fell out of her purse.
Yeah.
And then look at it, right? He lifted it and like kind of, or maybe I don't remember if he looked at it or if there was just like they zoomed in on her, on the vial. I don't remember that. Yeah, that would be really weird if he actually.
Yeah, he would look like the girl. He would come back as the.
Yeah, but at this point, like, for who's gonna drink? Oh, there's a vial with the red liquid in there. I'm gonna drink it. First of all, and second of all, he has bigger problems than that right now.
Yeah, it would be hard for me to think that we see him again after the whooping he took. I don't know if he's even able to walk.
No.
I don't know. I don't know if he's able to go if he's got a colonoscopy bag on him now. Because of that, I mean, it's good. It's good.
He might have died. I mean, those shoes were dirty. They were like blood. I mean, infection. Yeah,
that's just why would that be your go-to maneuver? You know what I mean? When you want to hurt somebody, I'm gonna hurt you. This is what I'm gonna do to hurt you. When you start thinking something like that, I don't think about that to hurt somebody. Like if I want to hurt somebody, I don't think of something like this. That's just not, that doesn't come to mind.
I think yeah. It was based, I think, on what he was trying to either not rape, but I guess rape, right? That girl.
Well, I don't. All right,
at the party?
He said he wanted to smell her because he heard black girls smell good. I think he was definitely rapey. I'm not saying that he wouldn't have raped her. He quite possibly could have. He did not do it, but what was that his intentions? His intention wasn't to do it. He thought that she'd be into him. She wasn't into him. Would he have gone too far and just rape her? It's a good possibility he would have.
But again, punishment, that he got, I don't think it fit the crime that she saw. she saw him being very, very much forward with her, if not rapey with her. Let's just say this way. But what she did to him, obviously, we don't know if there's been things that he's done before in the past to other people, but definitely what she did to him did not fit what she saw him doing to this other girl.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I don't mind him getting, anally raped like that. Not that, that's something I'm not looking forward to for anyone, but
Yeah.
as Kiki says, let's go right there. Penetrate that like button. Please hit that like button, man. What likes do we have? Because we got over 150 people in here.
Mm.
How many likes do we have? OTDA, let me know. Let me know what's going on and stuff like that. Hello. Hi, I'm Allison. Hi, Allison. I'm Tony Teflon the Don, and this is LMR. And thank you for joining us. I appreciate you being here and everything else.
Pleasure to have you here. So many new faces here today too. Oh, it's such a well, again, like you said, Tony, season 2, whenever it comes out, and between season 2 and now in season 2, we're still gonna be here. So
No doubt about it.
yeah.
Hype Beast Morgans says, could Ruby become pregnant by Christina? Now, is he firing shots or is he shooting blanks when they chant? Do you get the full? I would think that it's just the appearance of the person, but obviously he does have a peni down there, right?
Definitely, she's getting something, all right.
I don't think he has the internal organs of the person is there, because when they shed off, they shed the skin off. They don't shed off lungs. They don't shed off hearts. They don't shed off all that. We just see the skin come off. So I'm going to say the internal organs are still of this person who drinks the vial. So I would say no, she cannot become pregnant. How do you see that?
That makes sense what you're saying. I would like to see a twist to that, though, that she's been doing that. And by doing that, I mean having apparently a lot of sex with Ruby to, because the blood is needed, right? She can't maybe, if she chooses to not be pregnant by somebody and use her own baby for whatever, things she has planned, why not try to get a baby from somebody else, her baby, her blood? And the baby, let's say if there's a baby, if Ruby has a baby at some point, what if that baby is kind of affected by the potions itself and can change sex, or whatever, it may be girl, boy, depending. That would be a cool twist. I like that.
That would be
a really good twist for season 2.
One second, let me. 1 second.
Sure. That's a good comment here from Kiki. Yeah, Ruby and the baby is a skinwalker.
I almost have something hooked up. A very special interview that was from someone from actually the Lovecraft show itself. That's why I had to answer it, and I'm trying to hook up the interview. It's almost locked down. I would say right now we're 75% of the way there. So we will have
fingers crossed.
We'll have an interview, hopefully, with someone from the Lovecraft show itself. All right. But that's why I had to stop. Right, so I'm sorry.
Right. Yeah.
All right. You said, what comment was this? That was good.
Kiki mentioned just to what I said. If Ruby gets pregnant, the baby is gonna be a skinwalker.
Yep. It could be. It could. I don't think she can get pregnant by them. But what I mean, we'll see what it is. Well, Black says, "Congratulations! We'll celebrate when we all here together and we got him."
Yeah.
I said that it was a him. Damn. All right, I'm not can't give anything else away. I can't give anything else away. But all right, so someone said Tony and Omar. So all right, so it's not. I will say this one thing. I am actually. The person I wasn't talking to was Michael K. Williams, but truth be told, I am in talks to get Michael K. Williams on the show because my friend Alfonso Christian Lover worked on The Wire. He played Old Face Andre, and he's good friends with him still. So truth
Nice.
be told, I am trying to get that done too. But that was not that. That's something else. But yeah,
All
we gonna
right.
try to get him on there. But have you ever watched The Wire? There's a character called Old Face Andre. That's my dude. I grew up with that dude. His mother used to babysit me when I was little. His name is Alfonso Christian Lover, and he played Old Face
Mm,
Andre in the Wire
nice.
show. He was the guy with the rim shop and he also had a bodega and stuff. And that's what happened there. All right. So all right. So we are still we're still talking about Ruby, right? Are we still
Mm-hmm.
talking?
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
Kiki's like, I love the Wire. I want to do like a whole. I should like a whole Wire review and go through every season. But if people are into that, let me know. You know, you don't have to let me know now, but let me
Mm-hmm.
know, and I'll definitely go through every episode, every season of the Wire. I can get those guys. I can get a lot of those guys. You know what I mean? Without a doubt.
Nice.
So Linda R said she turned to oxygen. Yeah, we have established right now,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully, that we know that Ruby killed that character. Now, what is
Yep.
Ruby's end game? I have an end game here that involves Ruby and everybody else. And it was in my last video. If you watched my last video, Who's Gonna Die? That's the video's title, Who's Gonna Die? If you haven't watched it, please go watch it. It's the last video I came out with. And I go through all the characters I think are gonna die and ones I think are gonna live. But I came up with the
Mm-hmm.
ending. I have an ending there. And the ending I came up with is that, all right, it may not happen, but I think it'll be great if it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that
Yeah. Yeah.
Gia, not ha, Gia. I say ha all the time. Gia. I think that she goes inside of Ruby's body. Now, how
Mm-hmm.
she could get there the same way she got there in this chick's body. You remember, she's a spirit. She's not a human
Mm-hmm.
being. She's just a spirit. She doesn't need a potion to do it. And I think that when Christina is having sex with Ruby, and then Ruby has the orgasm, this is how we kill Christina, by Gia using the technicals and sucking her life force from her. That will be the final 100th person that she needs to leave the
Mm-hmm.
whole show entirely. And that is where she's going. Christina dies, and then she goes back. Everyone goes back to their own body at the end. That's what I believe is
Nice.
going to happen in the end when it's all that's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it happens or not, we'll see. But that's the Don's prediction of this episode. We'll see. What up to Christy of Olsa? Jake Lay say what? Yeah, because you have to understand when we're dealing with Christina, she has a protection spell on her, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, she does.
she can't just die, right?
Yep.
You can't kill her. So it has to be something magical. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? To kill her. And Tick happens to have a more magical being than she is. A truly magical being is what Tick. I think this is the only way to get past her spell of not
Mm-hmm.
being killed is her soul will get sucked out by G. And I think, that's what Christina's
That
been
is a
doing.
great point, especially because you said that being she spell of she has that in, like, I'm assuming all the victims that are claimed by her are taken over by G. What's her name? Jiha? I keep forgetting.
G-R. I say
Yeah,
ha. Ah.
that Gia. They are at the moment when they have an orgasm, right? So I guess at that point people just kind of let go, and there's like it's just a yeah. So I definitely would make sense. While Christina or William at that time, when they do that, I mean, at that point, would the spell be lifted for that? That moment.
If it's the 100th
Mm-hmm.
person, that's what she has to do. 100
Yeah.
person. If it's in William form, that's a guy. 100 person. Then the spell gets lifted.
Mm-hmm.
She would leave Ruby's
Yeah.
body, leave Gia's body. Everyone will go back to normal. She go back to
Mm-hmm.
a spiritual plane and everything else. I think that's how it's going to end up. That's the Don Tony Teflon's theory.
Right.
We'll see what happens if
Yep.
it does go down like that. We'll see. If y'all don't think so, you can put out there. You don't think you got something else to say? That's fine. I can't get everything right. I'm just going on what I think. You know what I mean? Because when I
Mm-hmm.
look at the situation and I look at Christina, what she's been doing, she's been turning to other people, right? She's turning
Mm-hmm.
people into other people. So now here's something that's another person inside of a person. So it's all very ironic. It's very poetic if this is how it goes down
Mm-hmm.
for her in the end, especially when she thinks that she's immortal and she's like, "Oh, I'm immortal. I'm good. I ain't got to worry about nothing." Now, Miss Witch says, "I don't think Christina dies. It's a good possibility she doesn't die. It
Mm-hmm.
truly is. It's a good part because we got to have a villain for the next season. All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a good possibility she does not die. I could see that happening all day. She may survive and make it to the next season. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
possibility. But she could also die and come back from an alternate dimension. That Christina that is
Hmm.
invulnerable, that we seen that the other lady knew about, the girl with the arm in the book
Mm-hmm.
that's living forever, she could come back from that dimension into our dimension and just pick up where this other one
Mm-hmm.
left off. You know, she could be out there
Hmm.
coming back and stuff. So she could still come back even if this one dies. We could
Yeah.
still have another Christina. Just like I know people thinking that George is going to come back. I think if George comes back, it'll be an alternate dimension, George. What do you think about George? Do you think that George comes back? And all the people in the chat, you know, we want your answer too. As Muhammad says, please hit the like button. We are over 170 strong up in here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Hitting that like button don't hurt your pockets in any way. You know what I mean?
Like Kiki said.
All it does
Yeah,
is
like
allow
Kiki.
more
Yeah,
people to see the
exactly.
video so more people can
Yeah.
come up in here. And that's what it is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So what would you say, Elmo?
Oh, I said just like Kiki said, she made it so nicely. She said it so nice. You need to button for people that thumbs up. Definitely, it helps the channel. It helps other people see it. You're here, meaning the chat is here because of that. Probably they were recommended here by people pressing the thumbs up button. So why not do it for others?
Yes. So do you? All right. Exactly. Now, do you think that George is coming back?
I would not like George to. I know it sounds so bad, but if different George came back from a different dimension, it would not be the same George. It would be somebody different. It would be somebody else's George, the same important person, but to somebody else. He would not have the memories. It's a different dimension, so it's not like it. Everything has happened the same way for them up until the moment of death. So it may be a different George. It may be George who made different choices, who is a slightly different person at that moment. So having him, like having not like somebody who might have gone through some memory, you do kind of have this person, but who doesn't have the same exact you have with them. So that would take away from that part. But also if they actually somehow resurrected George's, went back in time and, got him here at the moment of, I'll take the bullet, I'll go back in time, take the bullet in the same, what do you call it, dimension. Again, it would take away part of the growth. If it would change the future for anybody, would going back and taking him to the future change anything? Would there be meaning if they went back in time when he died, his death not being there, it probably obviously would have changed, it would affect whatever happened after that point. But if they just kind of, okay, here's George, ta-da, he's fine, it would take a lot of the important suffering is, I guess, important for other people too. So I wouldn't want him to come back just to make people happy in that way. His death was too important, had too important of a effect on others to just make it like, oh, it was nothing, come back to life like it would nothing happen. But I do miss him so much. I mean, he was great. I did not expect him to go that soon.
Listen, he's married to Angela Bassett. The man's got a hell of a life. All right. He has a hell of a life, man. You can say
Yeah,
nothing. The man's
yeah.
better than Angela Bassett, man. All right.
Mm-hmm.
He's got it made. I don't want to hear nothing about him. Anyway, but the reason why I would love to see him back, but the number one reason why I don't think he's going to come back is because if you looked at the last episode that they showed him in, he was announced at the end of the episode, it said special guest.
Yeah.
That's what it said. It said special guest. So it's not like he's a part of the cast. It had him listed as a special guest. So for that reason, it makes me think that he's not going to come back. 100%. That would be the whole. I'm not going to go into deep theories and everything else and stuff like that for that reason. Now I heard the theory. Now people said this theory, and this ties into Nikki's Organic Kitchen. I did not come up with this, but it's in my comment section. Now she says you didn't guess Tick's secret. And how many lifetimes did Dee's mom live while gone? A couple of days. Hello. That's what the hello is. It's like it's the hello. It's not the hello, the Lionel Richie. Hello, is it me I'm looking for? That's not the hello she's using. She's not doing the Adele hello. She's not doing hello. She's doing hello. Now that's the hello that my mom used to do. So I know that hello. I've heard that. My mom used to always say, hello, it's me. That was her big thing. That was her line. All right. So I know that hello. Now we don't know exactly how many lifetimes she lived, right? But we
200
do.
years, did you say?
She lived 200 years
Yeah.
in there. But we don't know exactly how many lifetimes it was. We know it's 200 years. So this theory that somebody came up with in my comment section, I'm going to go to my comments and see if I can find who said that. They believe that Uncle George is Tick's son that we seen in the book. That's his son and his uncle. It's all the same person.
Okay.
And that's Tick's son from back in the day. So somehow George that we see Montrose's brother somehow is Tick's son is what they came up with, and I think it's an interesting theory. It's hard to get my head around it, but it would be some type of Hodor situation, I guess, where Tick has went back in the time, he's been in there and everything else, and he somehow he pulled this off. Now I don't know if this is good. I didn't come up with it. I'm going through this thing that George who wrote the book is really George Freeman. That's how he knows everything, because George already knew everything. So somehow that works out. That it's interesting.
That's
theory.
really, it's interesting. Wow, that requires a whole season, I think.
Yeah, I would have to
that
really break that down and everything else. Now Nikki's Organic Kitchen, and I'm sure everything tastes delicious in that kitchen, says we saw Tick with a third lover in Gia's prediction. Yep. Tick lived at least 100 years. Now, maybe I don't remember. I have to go back and look at her thing to actually know exactly what we've seen there. In all honesty, it's hard for me to remember exactly, but I'm going to take your word for it. So if Tick was with now, are you trying to now? Was Tick with George's mother? I don't know what's going. I have to think of. What does that mean? That means Tick has another son, another kid with this other love. He has a kid. Who is this kid? Who is the kid? That if he had another lover, what would be what would be what would be the expectations of this? Why would that? What would we have to do about that? You know what I mean? What we go on with that?
The only two lovers that we know of, obviously, is the Gia and then Letty, right? And so far, we don't know anything. Gia just appeared for a couple minutes, and I at least was wondering if there's a baby. That there is a baby there somewhere. Can they smell it on oh, there's another bloodline somewhere? Can they somehow sense the blood out there somewhere? Tick's blood. Somebody in maybe there's already a baby, but then again, why would Gia name baby, for example, George? How would she know about that? And then this other person who maybe in future, why would they name a baby George if Letty mentioned, how about we just naming this baby George? I don't think Tick would just go like, yeah, sure, I'm having a baby with you. The other baby didn't work out. Let's name this baby George. Like, who does that? You don't rename, at least I don't think you should rename a baby after a dead baby from before. That would be just creepy and not okay. Very, very not okay.
If I was Tick and I had the experience she had with Gia, I don't know how quick I'd be in bed with another chick. It would take me years to get over that. I'd be so afraid.
You would
I
never
don't know
close
what
your eyes.
there's not, you can't say like, "Hey, shorty, I'm gonna have to handcuff you to make sure you can't." No, no, there's nothing you can do. I would have to tape your
Goggles
eyeball,
on her, your
tape
eye,
your
your goggles.
nostrils up. I would tape your mouth up, tape your head off. You'd have to be like in a furry costume, or something like that. You have to be in something because I'd be nervous. I would be nervous, and it would never be the woman on the back looking at me. She would always have to be turned over on her stomach because that'd be the only way I would feel safe. I'd be like, "Shorty, I got problems. I got problems. I have to do it this way. You can't look at
Oh
me."
my God.
I'd be nervous. OS3 says, "Have you guys discussed the 10 promo pics releases?" I have not seen any promo pics. If anyone has seen a promo pics, please put the link in the description where these promo pics are, or OTDA. I don't know if you could find them for me, and I'll pull them up right now and we can discuss them right now. Now look what's going on here. Now Anna said that's a lie, Tony. You find your way. You would just keep your eyes open. I would keep a gun with me, right? a shotgun, right? I'd be holding down a shotgun while I'm doing it. I'd have the shotgun right here because I'd be nervous, or some hedge clippers, something, because I'd have to be snipping.
That would be dangerous, Tony. That gun could go off at any moment, and you might have a problem.
I'd have to have the hedge clippers because I have to start snipping. And that would be the only thing I could do is start snipping. That would just be it.
Oh my goodness.
To Rodney Lee Wembley Sr., chilling from Facebook, repping with us. Do we do understand that this is not their future, the future? Yeah, yes, indeed. I said that earlier, Rodney. I brought that whole thing up and put that all out there. Exactly, that's not their future. So yes, indeed, we definitely understand that. Teflon scissor hands.
Scissor hands. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm interested in these pictures. So if anyone could find these pictures, let me know where they're at. Give me the link, and I'll pull them up right now so we can take a look at these 10 pictures and go through everything else like that. All right. We discussed Ruby. We discussed G. You know what I mean? We discussed her a little bit. G out, but we could talk about now in the promo pic that we see them getting rushed on the bridge, and we see them back, like they went back to Artem, and there's 3 people there in the scene that we could see. We know one is Montrose. We know one is Hippolyta, and I think that the other one is Gia that's standing there. What do you think about that? I know some people have said it's D, but when I look at those shoes and I look at that, I think it's Gia.
Obviously Hippolyta with the hair, right? That lovely shade of blue. Other people, I did not zoom in on that, so I'm not sure, but I'm just surprised that we're at that bridge again. Like, that is a very, very important moment. That's when Letty got shot, right? That's when she died. That was the bridge.
And
it's just very interesting. Yeah.
And it's the thing about it is when you see them charging, like Hippolyta isn't even like reacting.
Yeah, she's
just standing there like, like everyone else. You see what they put their hands in, they're getting ready. Mantra. She's just like, so I don't know what she has some type of special magic that she just, that she could just stop this whole crowd on her own. You know what I mean? We got promo this promo pic. Can you? I don't know if I don't think I can take this promo pic. LMR.
Let me see.
Can you? I don't know if you're on regular YouTube. Can you get that promo?
I'll look into that right now.
And then send them. You could pull it up yourself or send them to me in the Facebook, and I'll get the link open and all that, and we'll go through that. But nah, she's definitely like a boss. Like she's like, come on, people. So she may have some type of magical spells or something because she ain't worried about it at all, and not at all. But I would love to see these. Let's take a look. We're gonna get these pictures going for y'all. We're gonna take a look at these pictures. You know what I mean?
Right now.
Dion, we got a bunch of people here. Listen,
I said,
everyone, hit the like. We have a bunch of people here. I appreciate it. Also, know
mhm,
that as soon as it's over, come back. We're doing the after show, the live reaction after show. Immediately after this is all over, we're gonna do that and everything else. So come right back when it's over, and we're gonna go through the whole episode. We're gonna give the reaction when we think about it and go
mhm.
through it and break it down as we could. All right. uh, let's see if we get some more questions while you're doing that. Someone says something. I think so. So let's see what Tamara has to say. Uh,
Oh, and you should already have that in there somewhere in your Facebook. So just in
all right.
case.
Let me find it real
Mhm.
quick. Let me find it real quick. Do, do, do.
Yeah, so Tamara says Hippolyta might bring her alien friends to help. I wonder if those friends were just for her growth, or they actually can do something about the other dimensions, and if they're just limited to one dimension and if they can travel. They obviously have great technology, so for them it's just kind of tuning into it and pressing a button, and the computer will do the rest. That might be one of the possibilities, but I wonder if they were only there for her growth, for Hippolyta's growth, nothing else. In
We have
200 years living, she has skills right now.
she has some skill after 200
Hmm.
years living.
Yep.
So we're gonna see. Let's see if I could get this screen sharing stuff going so we can take a look at these
Mhm.
pictures. And listen, it may be a little spoily, right? So it's just pictures though, so I don't think it should
Mhm.
be. It's not that. It's not that. It's. I think it's that one. Are we seeing them?
Yes.
They are on the screen.
Yes, they are on the screen.
Make sure it's the. All right. All right.
Wow.
Let's pull this down so we could see the pictures and take a
Nice
look at
dress
this.
on her. I
All right.
like that.
All right. I'm gonna have to just go here, and I won't be able to see y'all in the chat right now. All right. So we see Letty here. This is from Spoiler TV. All right. Let's close this thing. Get this out of
Yeah.
here. All right. So it's a dress we did not see her in any of the
Mm.
clips at all.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Very
I
interesting.
don't know what we could draw from this. I mean, obviously she's in the wooded area right now, so it could be in Artem. Um, it looks pretty fancy for her being over there, though.
Hmm.
From what so it could be a situation where she's in Artem. You know, I would if I had to pick where she's at, I would say that's where she's at right now. Um, but
That
I think
thing
it's not.
behind her, is that like a gravestone? No, it's
It
like
does look
a
like a gravestone right here.
kind of
It does
weird.
look like a
Yeah.
gravestone. No, so it could be after, right? If that's a gravestone, then that could mean that after this whole thing is over, someone has passed away.
Hmm.
Now we have seen her in, there's been a lot of deaths when it comes to like funerals and stuff with Letty. She's been
Hmm.
in a bunch already, so it could be the final one. And if I think if we have to look at anyone, she doesn't look. She looks sad, but she doesn't. She's not crying in this picture. Doesn't mean she wasn't. But if we had to pick, I mean, I would have to go with Montrose. It would be Montrose to me. If anyone's got to die in this episode, I think Montrose is the person that's gonna die when
Yeah.
it's all said.
And the way she stands, like when you have your hands behind you, you're not in a protective stance. You're kind of like, you feel good about your atmosphere, you feel in charge. You don't do that with your hands behind if you are in a position of having to defend yourself, or if you feel any fear that you want your opponent to see. So her hands are kind of back, so whatever is happening, it actually is the aftermath of it, or it's
Mhm.
a moment where there's not much action.
We got T Nick says he thinks she's visiting her mom's grave. That's a good
Mm,
choice. It could be that. It could be the mom grave. We could see. AK also says the same exact thing. It could be. I
mhm.
think that's a good possibility. We can't say we got over 200 people watching here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Mhm.
Please hit that like button.
Yep.
Let's go through some more of these pictures. Let's see what this is. Right, will it just pop up if I just press it like that? It's so tiny, right?
Okay.
Is there any way I could get that? That's better. All right.
Okay. Wow.
All right, so we got all right. So let's take a
Yeah.
look. This is a lot of interesting stuff that we're looking at.
Mhm.
Let's break this whole picture down right now.
Yeah.
Let's unpack this situation. First, if we look in the back right here, she has now some of these are the pictures that Letty took, I could see, and
Mhm.
some of them are not. And all definitely some magical situation going on here that she's going over. And she has it looks like a chamber over here, like some type of chamber like this. Like this is maybe where Tick is strapped up to when it's all said and done. He may be
Mm.
strapped up, and that right here. Obviously, she looks like she's going. This has got something to do with the final spell that she's going,
Yep.
that she's preparing for. She's got those baggy pants on. Look at them. She's got high boots all the way up to her
Boots.
knees, hooker boots.
Yeah.
She's rocking hooker boots up in this picture and everything else. What do you think about this picture, Alomar? And
Nice outfit for her. She looks really nice and very sciencey, I would say. Definitely. What is that thing in the middle though? Like, is that just a lamp or is it some kind of an instrument? I can't tell. It
this
might be
right
a
here,
lamp, right? Just a
this is a
lamp.
lamp. This if you
Lamp. One
this
of
right
them
here
old style
is a lamp.
lamps. Okay. I'm
That's
bored.
definitely one.
Um. Hmm.
She's about her business right here.
Yep. Yep.
Ain't no doubt about that. She's about her business. Sex
Yeah.
worker boots. Yeah, them are definitely hooker boots. I know a hooker boot when I see I know a hooker boot when I see a hooker boot. I want those boots.
Well, the winter is coming, so
You know, Tamika,
yeah.
Tamika says, "Where is she?" You know, this is not the lab
Mhm.
that she has that Ruby in the basement. This is not the same spot.
Yeah, it
If
looks
it is, it's a
different.
different angle than we because the one that Ruby has,
Mhm.
has vials and stuff like that, like a
Yep.
chemistry.
More like a
It's more of
lab,
a
different.
chemistry
Yeah.
set around it. We don't see any of that there at all,
Yep.
unless it's a different shot.
More like physics here.
Yeah, she could be. It looks she could be in Artem with a lab over there, but
Mhm.
something else is going on. She could be somewhere else. So we don't know exactly where it is, but I don't believe that that's the same exact place she was at.
Mhm.
Hi, Allison is asking you when. I would really like to know. What question did you ask?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
When what?
Oh, Christina says she sees a microphone. Let's take a look. I mean, Bernie says she sees a microphone. Let's take a look closer and see at this again. Microscope. Where's the microscope? I don't see where a microscope is.
Oh, winter is coming. You went.
Oh, when
Yeah,
winter is
that's what you meant. Well, here it's
coming. Oh,
almost winter. We had a couple under freezing. Yeah.
it looks like she's in the basement though, because you can look at this window above her.
Mhm.
The way the
Yep.
window is, it looks like she's in the basement.
Mhm.
It does looks like she is
And then the
downstairs.
brick underneath it.
Yeah, she's definitely in some type of base. It could be that same
Mhm.
one. If it is from a different angle that we've never seen before. Let's go to another picture.
Nice hair. Very nice hair.
All right, this is now she's bringing food to D, right? Because she's happy.
Toast.
There's no doubt that she's bringing that food to D. There's no one else that would make her happy enough to bring food to, unless it's D, and D is getting
Yeah.
better. What do you think?
Yeah. I agree. That smile, that it's like a calm, either maybe D is sleeping or just waking up. It's like this smile that you would give to your kiddo while they're either just falling asleep or they're waking up. It's not, I don't think it's like one of them sexy smiles that you would bring breakfast to your whoever other was there. It's she's looking at something or
No,
somebody
it's
kind of,
childish
yeah.
food. If you look at it's not George. It's a sandwich.
No, it's so yeah.
She's bringing a sandwich. You don't bring a
Yeah.
sandwich here, man. Don't bring me no sandwich. Y'all with me, yo. Don't be bringing me
Oh
no
my gosh.
goddamn. Don't be bringing me no goddamn bologna sandwich and no peanut butter and jelly. Right? Don't show up with
So,
that.
ladies, I'm sure would like to know what should they bring you
If you're gonna bring me, bring me some
for, bre-
steak.
for breakfast?
Oh, for
For
breakfast,
breakfast,
you just
I
gotta
think
bring
it's
me
breakfast.
some eggs and cheese with some grits
Okay.
and turkey bacon.
Oh, turkey bacon. Okay.
Yeah, turkey bacon. It's turkey bacon. But you gotta have grits with the eggs. No grits, no eggs, it don't work. Yeah, right. You gotta bring that. Right? Don't show up without that. I am particular to French toast too. But yeah, she got a sandwich up in her hand. And that's definitely she's happy. D must be on the men's. And I think that's what we could take from this. Where she's at, it could be her house from everything else, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Oh, and Anna's, why are you hating on me tonight? I love you and you hating on me. Hey, you should be grateful. You should be thankful anyone is bringing you anything. No one bringing me nothing. All right. So I'm not grateful. No one brings me anything. All right. You hate on Anna. Jeez, it's like that. I thought we was cool. All right. I see what it is. I see how it is now. You're hating on me. It's fine. I'm used to it. All right. Let's go to the next one. I don't think we can draw anything else from that. All right, here we go with Big Ruby. Let's see what's going on here with her. Now, this is not the same face we just seen at
No.
all. This is not that type face, and that's all we're getting from this picture.
Hmm.
That pattern looks like an
What
Ichi.
is she wearing?
I don't know. She has
Yeah, what
on
is
so
that?
it's like I don't know what that is.
What?
I mean,
Yeah.
listen, I wish I could see like what's in her
The,
eyeballs and see what she's
yeah.
looking at, but the light
The
prevents
position of those windows, it's like the same position as the
that's
one with the
Christina's, right?
Christina was in, right? Yeah,
That's
got the
what it looks
height
like.
and then
Let's
the
go back to
size and
Christina's picture because
yeah.
it does. When we look at that picture of Christina and we look
Mhm.
at that window right there,
Yeah.
it does look like it's in the same would be the same position. So most likely she's in this
Mhm.
basement. That makes me think that it is the same place that we've seen her in before, just a
Mm.
different angle.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember how the walls were what's her name where Ruby disconnected that lady from. I don't remember the wall and windows. It was quite bright over there. It was either a lot of there was either a lot of lamps or there was daylight actually peeking through the windows, but I don't remember the windows. So we'll know when we look at it again.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't
Mm.
bring me no. I don't care if it's fried bologna and nothing. You don't bring me that in bed. You bringing someone something in bed, it's got to be special. A fried bologna sandwich is a great thing, but it ain't special. That's like bringing me some Chef Boyardee. Don't do it. I wouldn't do it
Oh,
to
that
you.
is so disgusting, Tony. Don't say Chef Boyardee. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Tamika says she think is it the sheriff's office? I don't know if it's the sheriff. It could be the sheriff's office. Maybe she took the sheriff's
Hmm.
office, but it doesn't. No, it looks like it's underground. So that's why I would think
Yep.
it's not.
Yep.
That's why I think it's definitely the basement. It could be the same basement we've already seen them in before. I think it's a good possibility that that's
Mhm.
where it is. As Tamara, bring me steak, baby. You goddamn right. You are goddamn right. Bring me a porterhouse steak,
Breakfast, lunch,
please.
and dinner.
Porterhouse steak.
Porterhouse for you, Tony?
Yeah, porterhouse is my
Nice.
favorite cut of steak. I love
Mm,
porterhouse.
nice.
All right, let's
W
take a look at I think
yeah.
we have another one. Let's take a look at this.
Mhm.
Oh, all right. Now
Okay.
we have them two together. Now this is very interesting.
Hmm.
Is it the same outfit though? Christina is in the exact same outfit. They're definitely in the
Yep.
basement. We could see these things right here. That's in the
Mhm.
basement, right?
Yep.
She's not
Yep.
in. This is not the same outfit though that Ruby's
Nope.
in. But Christina is in the exact same outfit that we
Mhm.
seen her in earlier. All right, and then obviously we see
Ye
the board right here that we seen in the other picture is there, and all
mhm.
that.
Brick brick is similar shape, white brick towards the bottom. Well, actually, no, this one looks more reddish, but anyway, maybe different angle, different color.
What is?
That one looked white. The brick. That one looked white with dark lines, and this one looks red with white outlines. But maybe I'm just mixing them
The
up
bricks?
somehow looking at them.
The
Mm-hmm.
brick? No, this is the same spot because you
Same
could
one.
tell
Okay.
by the chalkboard on the side. It's the same exact chalkboard. If you go back,
Hmm.
to Christina right here.
Okay.
We could see that
Oh,
that's
there you
this
go.
right here.
Yeah. White.
That's this chalkboard right
Yep.
here.
Yep.
And this is the same outfit she's wearing. She's got the black top and
Okay.
the high waisted
Okay.
pants. I would
Yeah.
think.
So yeah. Yeah. The brick it just looked different. That one and it looked both red and whitish at the same time. But yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
that makes
would say
sense. Yep. That's
high-waisted
the same
pants. It
brick.
looks kind of like a jumpsuit, maybe. I don't know. We need Heidi on here. She could do
Mhm.
that costume stuff.
Mhm.
I don't know, but it's the same thing. But Ruby's in a totally different outfit.
Mhm.
So Maybe they come back here twice, you know, 2 different times.
Yeah.
But this is her, Christina, what she was doing the first time, and then Ruby comes over here and then sees her and talks to her about whatever she was doing. And it
Yep.
seems that from the position we see here, the way she got her hand here, she could be hiding something. Like Ruby may have walked in on something while she was doing it. She don't want her to see it, and it seems like she could be with her fingers pushing it away, trying to, you know, push it behind her to get it out of her view. That's what that hand signal means to me. That's what she's trying to do there with that hand. Yep. Thank you for showing us, bringing up these pictures. I forgot the cat who did that, but you know what I mean. But I definitely appreciate, because I'm glad to see these pictures and stuff and all that good stuff. I'm very, very interested. I wish if I would have seen them earlier, I would have did a whole video about them.
If you have information like that for future anything, you know what to send it in comments.
Yes, send it right to me.
Commented
anything like that, send that to me.
Tony.
You know, Teflon TV. Hit me up and everything else. What up, Cracking Tacos? We got B. Lou up in the building, up in here, and everything else. Rocking with us right now. I put the link for you. I appreciate you putting the link in there.
Thank you, Bernie.
Bernie. I do appreciate. But the person, there's a guy who did bring it up.
Somebody mentioned it, yeah.
Yeah, who brought it to our attention about it. And, shout outs to that cat right there. Look, we got over 200 people watching. I truly appreciate it. And I want all y'all, you know, if you can, please subscribe to the channel. That Don Tony Teflon TV. Appreciate it. And I'll say it again. Just when the season is over, doesn't end for us right here. I'm still going to be doing live streams. I'm still going to be making content all off season. I already have a bunch of videos already planned out what I'm going to do. And I would like to have a lot of you on with me and LMR. So just, you know, subscribe, and we're going to figure out exactly if you're willing to come on and discuss, you know, certain aspects. We'll do character breakdowns. We'll just talk about one character's whole arc for the whole season. If there's a character you want to talk about, we can go through the whole thing with them. We'll have a good time, man. Whatever that. And as Kiki said, hit that like button, like Tick hit them races, and he hit that chick.
Yes. I just saw that episode before. I watched that episode today again, and oh my gosh, I had so much fun. He was really he was just him against all of these other people. I loved it. That was very cool to see.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Because listen, when you have someone who has no fear, like Tick had no fear, and a lot of people when they're in groups like that, they whack. That's why they got an attacking group like that. You know what I mean? Because they can't come at someone one-on-one. So when you got someone who's not afraid, when you have an alpha male come up on there and put it on you, then these dudes ain't got no chance. And that's what Tick's straight alpha man. Me from the army, he done look. Tick done seen it. He done killed innocent people. We see them kill innocent women, right? Just kill them point blank. He's not having it. He's done seen death, you know. So those guys got no chance. These are just little kids trying to jump someone because they got the numbers. Now they get their ass whooped.
I wonder how they did it, because he was swinging that bat like, you know, nobody's business. And I don't know what they did, how the CGI worked, but I felt each hit on those people when he hit them. So anyway, that was kind of nice.
Oh, Cracking Taco saying, I'm ready to drink and talk with you. All right, Cracking Taco, hit me up. We'll get you on. We'll get anybody on who want to get on. And in particular, I'm looking for Black women to be on. And no, I'm not trying to hit on you or anything like that, right? I have been asked for Black women to be on to talk about certain things, and I would like to have a Black woman's perspective on things. I've had AK-47 on a couple of times, but I like to have other ones on too, because I can give you the stuff from my perspective as a Black man and from what other I went through and what my parents have went through, and my mother and my aunts and everything else, but I don't have the knowledge that a Black woman has growing up in the Black world. So I would need them to come on to clarify some things and explain some things. So definitely I would love to have y'all on and stuff like that. All you gotta do is hit me up. You know, everyone who's did, y'all know you can find me on Teflon TV on Facebook. Just hit me up and we can get that done, man. I pay for this StreamYard. So I could have 10 people on, you know what I mean? We'll get this done, and we'll have a bunch of fun on this off season. So trust me, as I said, if y'all follow me since Game of Thrones, y'all know I'll be dropping videos in between the season more than I do when the season's out. And I
Yeah.
have a bunch of videos already planned and everything else. And that's what Anna hating on me says, Sean Tank Top did a dope remix of the Tick Bat scene with Ludacris playing in the background. I would like to see that. I would definitely like to see that and
And a
everything.
beautiful picture, Anna.
Yes, beautiful picture of you, Anna. We
Mm-hmm.
truly appreciate you and your pictures without a shadow of a doubt.
Yes.
Bree says she is down. All right, you hit me up. Everyone say they down, but when it
Mm-hmm.
comes down to it, we'll see who puts
Mm-hmm.
it on and everything else. Mara says she's down and everything else.
Good.
And we have a bunch of people saying
Yeah.
that they're willing to coming down. All right, that's what it is and everything else.
So, Tony, how would you like them to contact you? Is it just kind of mention that they would be willing to come on, or it will just, at some point give and everybody heads up how they can actually get here? Because I don't know if you want to just drop the link in the chat, or is it on the visual
So
basis?
what we'll do is just
Mm-hmm.
hit me up in
Yeah.
Teflon TV on Facebook and send me a message there and say what you want to talk about and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Don Lee's like, focus, Tony. I'm trying, Don.
How can he right now after? Yeah.
I'm trying.
It's an exciting day today. Sad and exciting episode. 10 episode. The last
Wait,
episode. Yeah.
Come through, Bree Chunks. Who's that? Who's Bree Chunks? Who is that? Well, whoever she is, tell her come through. Tell her
Yeah.
come through.
There we go. Bree says, yeah. She says, I'm down.
All right, we got people.
A little bit
I
about yeah.
appreciate it and everything else. I'm trying to focus. All right, we're only going to be on here until 15 more minutes because obviously I don't want to just go right up to it because the show is going to start when y'all get the chips, once you get your cookies and everything else that you got to get your drinky drink, get everything else and everything else. We can get it popping. All right, I think that's the last of the pictures of that we seen the spoiler pictures. So yeah, I appreciate that. Let's drop that down and everything else. Get rid of that. All right, and we're back. Terrell says it could be a flashback. A flashback of what? That's I took the picture down. I think if you look at the first, if you're talking about the Letty picture, that could be a flashback of her going to her mom's, or she could just be visiting her mom's grave. She could be there with her sister. She could be going there and everything else. I mean, Ruby don't know that Christina paid for that place, right? She still doesn't know that was her that spent the dough on that, right?
No, I don't think she does. Because she never said where the money, with the conversation they had, it was just mentioned that, the sorries were, I'm sorry for this, for being distant and that. But I don't think she actually explained what was going on. And we don't know of it officially. We don't know if Christina had that conversation. Not on screen, definitely.
Yeah, we didn't see that. So she still, I wonder how Ruby will react when she knows that, because she still thinks that her mom gave that stuff up, right?
Yep.
So I wonder how she will react when she knows that her lover is the one who's been manipulating this whole situation from the beginning and all that situation and all that good stuff. Also, let's see. I need to get the wine ready. That's right.
So Tony, is it gonna be like one of them after darks or after dark streams, or is it gonna be professional stream? Because ladies are ready. I see in the comments here. Kiki says y'all can handle me, but I'll try to tame it down for y'all.
She can come on after dark stream, but no, we'll do a professional.
Professional ladies.
I'll be professional. We're not gonna go crazy or anything.
We're trying every time, Tony, right, to be professional. I'm just kidding. Tony's always professional on these streams, and then that comes after dark. That's a lot of fun too.
Yeah, without a doubt. So yeah, you definitely do that and all that good stuff and all that and all that. Support people who are doing things and everything else like that. That is real. So we don't know anything else. Let's see if we have any other. If you have any questions, please. This is the cat right here. It was OS3 who put us on to those pictures. Good looks, OS. I really appreciate that, brother. Well, it's another picture of Letty in that dress and Ruby in the white outfits, and they're standing in the center. Is there another picture? Where is this? Let me go back. I did not see it. Let's go back. Let's see if we can catch it. Because if that's the case, then that's figured out that they're definitely at
Yeah.
the mom. Oh, there's another picture. The picture of Tick that we didn't see. All right, let's bring this back
So I
up.
wonder if that was more like an aftermath, like towards the end, after the when they end all the episode, and there's death here, death there. Somebody must have died.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's put that
Oh,
right back up
okay.
there. What do you mean? Oh, okay.
No, like wow, okay.
There
Like
you go.
like
For you ladies.
no, like
For you
okay.
ladies. That's a hot shirt. I could rock that. That's
no,
like a
but I thought
I could rock that.
I just for some reason I don't know, I pictured him like more in an action, and this is more like a
it's a
hello.
cardigan. It looks like a
Yeah.
cardigan with a collar
Mhm.
on it.
There we go.
I don't see cardigans with collars. I always see them, with the ones I got don't have collars like that. So I like that shirt.
Mm.
I like that shirt. I could rock it.
I like
I'd
that
rock
stripe
shirt.
there too.
And it seems
Yeah,
like he's in the
interesting.
woods. This could be he has something in his hand. Oh, that's
What is that?
that looks like potion. That looks like potion right here.
Potion or like a tissue, like a.
He has tissue in the left hand and potion right here.
It seems to be.
That's
Is there
potion.
blood on it?
Listen,
No.
there's blood.
I'm trying to-
So it's a bowling shirt. It may be, but it's a hot bowling shirt.
And just look at how that stripe makes him kind of like outlines him nicely. Thank you for showing that, Tony. We appreciate it. Ladies
I'm sure
appreciate
you
it.
ladies do.
Yes,
All
we
right?
do.
I'm sure you do. Listen. That's potion in his hand right there.
Mm.
Without a shadow of a doubt. That could be the potion to change into somebody right there. So, that may not be him. That may not be him. Goon's like, yeah, you're right, Tony. That's potion. I thought it was blood on the button. Yeah, that may not be him. That could be somebody else since we're seeing that potion in his hand. He's got blood on his fingernail too, right here. I could see. He's wearing his watch in the way I don't like to wear the watch inside the wrist. I don't like the inside the wrist wearing of the watch. I don't like that at all. I don't know why people do that. I think it was a style back then. But yeah, it's definitely blood on his fingernails, and he's definitely got some potion, and he's looking. That may not be Tick. This could be Montrose. This could be Montrose. It could be Montrose in this spot. It's I don't know. I don't think it's Tick. I don't know if he's taking the potion. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it on the potion. Yeah, I'm sure y'all don't mind. But because that's what the interesting thing of this. You know what I mean? I think it could be Montrose. It definitely could be him. You know what I mean? Don Lee says, look like one of them shirts that Montrose would wear. It definitely could be. You know what I mean? It definitely could be without a shadow of a doubt. It could be Montrose.
That's what I was thinking. Like that shirt. I don't know why, but I don't remember wearing that kind of that style. Maybe I think that's why I said I mean, it's a great shirt. I'm just saying.
I like it. I'd rock that shirt.
No, I like it. I'm just saying it kind of looked different from what I remember him wearing.
This is the most interesting picture of them all.
Yeah.
Now you said there's another picture. I didn't see that one, so maybe let me see. Let's view more. No, that's all. That's on this website. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only one we missed was this one. But it's the most interesting one that we're gonna, without a shadow of a doubt, him with the potion in his hand. This is Montrose.
I know it.
This is Montrose. It's got to be Montrose. There's no doubt about it. Miss T said, "Yep, not Tick style." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's definitely. This is Montrose. This is Montrose.
And the way he looks to the side, I don't know. I wonder. Seriously, and then we're gonna find out really soon, right? Like really soon.
Yeah.
But the way he kind of looks to the side. Something about this picture just kind of was a little bit off. I don't know what they're trying to do here, but they got us intrigued for sure.
Nikki's saying it's Christina as Tick. I don't know if it's Christina as Tick. That would be freaky if it was. It would be freaky if she was. It'd be freaky if it was Ruby as Tick. Did someone say Ruby became Tick? Did someone put that in the comment? I think someone did put that in the comment. But I think it's Montrose. I think Montrose is the one who gets sacrificed. I think he's the one When we see that picture of Tick about to get the thing shoved into his chest, I think that's him.
Mm.
Boy, someone says that a scar over his eye. If that's a scar on his eye, then we know for that. Let's take a close look. Oh, that's only. I don't see a scar by his eye.
But then if he would change into
It would have
Tick,
to.
there
It
would
would.
be
Yeah,
a
it
scar.
wouldn't be there unless he was changing back.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see any scar by his eye. I want if Montrose wears his watch like this, then you know it's definitely him.
I mean, because when they change complete. It's not like they change in their clothes. It's not a transformation of the body kind of rearranging, the bones rearranging. It's like they're literally shedding their skin and flesh. So definitely they would have to get dressed. But then if it's Montrose, and if, like you said, Tony, the watch is the way Montrose wears it, then if he's used to wearing it that way, he's gonna put it that way, right?
Yeah,
He's gonna turn the watch that way.
That's what it would be. Anytime that you could, it wouldn't be any physical features you'd be able to tell. It would be this is mannerism and the stuff that he's used to doing. Like Montrose rocks his thing, you know what I mean? That's what it would be. My after show tonight, yes, we'll have the after show as soon as the show is over. 15 minutes after it's over, we'll be going live on my channel. You could look, you could see it right there. If you're subscribed to the channel and you have the bell clicked, even if you don't see it, it should be up there right now. You should see it, the after show time and everything. But if you don't, it'll hit you up there without a shadow of a doubt. And I'd say, who put that up there? Jesimir. To the many beautiful black ladies on here, and this is paradise. Jasmine. Listen, I understand you're saying, brother, and we do have a bunch of beautiful sisters in here. There's beautiful white women in here also, too. There's beautiful women all around, but we do have a bunch of beautiful sisters in here. And I really don't have a lot of sisters on my channel. I'm so happy that I do. Yeah, and all that, especially all the years I've been doing YouTube. Listen, I'll talk to you about it all in the after stream. You'll see what it is. But I have a 75% of my subscribers are all women. So I have a high woman content thing over here going on here and on my channel. So that is what it is. We have a bunch of beautiful, 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 all shades of women. And it says paradise. So make sure you subscribe so that you can definitely do it. Supreme says Tick wears his watch inwardly. So if he does that, you know what I mean, then we'll see what it is. You know what I mean? Kiki's like, damn, really? What do you mean, really? Like, why y'all hating on me for? Like, you can't believe that. Like, damn, really? Like, you don't think these women would subscribe to me? God, Kiki's ass. Why y'all hating on me? I just came out here just to have a good the glasses. You see, y'all can imagine I got these goddamn glasses and everything else. You know what I mean? And all that good stuff. That is what it is. I'm taking these glasses off. That's what it is. The glasses. Yeah, I'll try and take advantage because I may not be able to see, but it is what it is. All right. We got 5 minutes going on here right now, and that is what it is and all that. But I do enjoy everybody out here. You know what I mean? What up to Sam R09? Hope you have a good baptism. I do enjoy seeing all, especially my people. I say specifically, no doubt about it. I enjoy seeing all my people, all men and women. I don't enjoy seeing y'all men as much as the women. Don't get twisted. You know what I mean? But I love my brothers. I love my brothers. You know what I mean? But I do enjoy seeing y'all all up in here rocking with us and everything else and coming through every week. Make sure you do subscribe. Again, at the end of the show, when the show ends and everything else, we are going to do it. We're going to do the after show. So get ready for the after show and everything else. We'll be back for that. All right, LMR, we are wrapping it up. Do you have anything to say? Any final predictions before we go?
No predictions. Just kind of sad and happy at the same time. Happy to see how it all ends the season. It's very, very sad because it's ending, and I just hope it's a good one. And that I'm surprised, intrigued, and I want to see more after they show us the last scene.
Kiki, I need thirsty men to get on it. I'm sure there's a bunch of thirsty men in the background.
Yeah.
And I will see you in the after show. We will definitely see you in the after show. Let's be nice to me next time we come on the after show. All right? Bologna sandwich bacon girl.
Bologna sandwich. I don't even like bologna.
Get your snacks. You got your snacks ready. Get everything. We will see y'all all in the after show. So if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, please put this across the realm, and please subscribe. And until next time, which will be in about an hour and a half, you know who it is. Peace.
And say